We're going to be talking to a lady here and representing Multiplaz LLC, which is a welder, plasma cutter, and
plasma welder, plasma welding, plasma cutting.
By the looks of it, it might even give you a ticket to something. We have Patricia Hansen and
Andrew Dennerson.
Andrew, how are you?
Nice to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for having us.
Nice to meet you, ma'am.
Tell
us a little bit about what you're bringing to the show.
Well, what we're bringing to the show, we are bringing a state-of-the-art plasma welding and plasma cutting system.
Okay.
It is the only system like it in the world.
Really?
Yes. It operates exclusively on alcohol and water instead of inert gas.
Alcohol and water. Now that's an interesting concept. How did you develop that? What came to that concept?
Well, this was a very interesting concept that came about out of necessity. Basically, the space program, the Russian space program, had a very dynamic physicist working for them who decided they needed something to weld in space. And since they were the first to weld in space during the Soyuz in 1969, they developed this ahead of everybody because it's just very, very efficient.
That's tremendous. And I suspect that Whitecap's involved because you're going to be distributing it.
Yeah, we're really excited. You know, when I saw this value add product, new technology that we could take to our customers, of course we want to be the first to do that. It is a little education process. The contractors have to understand what this is, the convenience of it. You can use it indoors, in enclosed space. It doesn't give off fumes. You don't need a welding hood. You don't need welding gloves. So it's very convenient, right? Rather than going and having to get gas tanks and things, I can throw this in my truck, take it upstairs, down to the basement.
So this replaces all of that?
It does. Actually, the product is very unique because you can do brazing and soldering, gas welding, and arc welding, all in one.
Really? And it's only because you would change the tip? Is that it? Is how would you address all of the different issues of it?
Simple
Just
change
right
of
here?
your modes.
Change of your modes on the machine.
And two guns, one for brazing, one for cutting.
I understand. That's amazing. I mean, is there an education process that goes along with this as far as somebody who says, wow, I'm interested and want to use it?
Well, you know, I think any new technology has a little bit of education.
Sure.
We provide a very thorough DVD and a very thorough manual.
Okay.
And I think we need to get the guys to watch the DVD first and use their manual as a Bible. And of course, we give a lot of support at Multiplaz North America to make sure they're going to be successful if they'll just pick up the phone and call us. I think overall the Whitecap organization is the best one we could be at because they have a wonderful habit of keeping their employees. So once you get them trained and once you get them on board, they're on board. So. Well,
this is a brand new effort on your part, a new, let's say, cooperative agreement?
Yeah, and you know, we have an exclusive agreement with them in our construction channel. So new to market, new concept.
Right.
We felt with our knowledgeable sales staff, we have over 450 salesmen in the field, plus a strong inside sales force to support that. And you know, with their knowledge and training, we felt we could get that word out to the contractors. And once they understand the convenience of using this, it's really not to replace welding on large jobs. It's all for the convenience stuff. Maybe a guy who's not even a welder today, but now he can do a little welding job on his own.
Well, it's pretty obvious if you can replace all the tanking and what have you with this, and it just it really is a reliability on some basic knowledge of how it works and being safe. That's
sure.
Certainly interesting. Well, it's a very unique piece of equipment.
Thank you.
We've been seeing a lot of things. Now, how can people contact you if they're interested through Whitecap or through your company?
We work very closely together because what we find is because there are unusual things with it, we like it if they call us, we give them an education on it. Some of the guys at Whitecap have really jumped on it right away. Others, you know, they're taking their time coming on board. So we'll make sure that they get to the closest location.
Yeah.
And Whitecap's expanding a lot. So
it is on
that
our
makes
website.
It good.
And they can call any Whitecap store, 1-800-WHITECAP, and we'll get them fixed up.
Excellent. Well, it's a pleasure meeting you, and
thank you.
And you as well. And this, I'll tell you, this is a stunning piece of equipment. It really is. It's very, it ought to be very popular in the field.
Excellent.
We're expecting it to be so.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Great. I'm happy you stopped by because I think there'll be a lot of interest in that. It's the Multiplaz system, and gee whiz, you can do it without all those tanks and all the other paraphernalia and hoods and that, and replace it with that. Why not give it a try?